And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Tony forced out to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Back to throw. Tony. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
To throw is Fouts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Too-Tall Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Fouts. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Williams now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Fouts. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Tony. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Tony. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kadarius Toney taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's Fouts. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon...
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off play action. Tony sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kwity Paye. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Off the play fake. Tony. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding Harris over the middle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Jackson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Tomlinson on the handoff.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off-play action. Tony. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Tony. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tony. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there, you throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of